Well, as the holidays approaching, many people want their families to have pictures together so they can send their mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, you name it. I know several people here have already gotten their pictures taken. And Christmas cards just don't seem complete without them, but there are some issues that some people worry about, wanting to make sure that their portraits look good, whether it's with an amateur or professional or a simple photo swap with friends. So here were some tips and answers to questions for us this morning.
Yes.
Is photographer Debbie Lenhert, and we appreciate you coming in early this morning. From A Full Cup Photography,
yes.
Correct? You've got your own website, and your own business going on there. So
yes.
Someone who's been doing this for how long?
Since my oldest was born, so about 5 years now.
So about 5 years, and
yeah.
I'm assuming it's something that you've continued to improve on yourself as well as
right.
you do all that stuff. And,
right.
and what we've got for you this morning are a few basic questions that sometimes people ask. Maybe you have these questions at home about
yes.
how to make their holiday, their Christmas pictures look
yes.
good. So first off, kids. Some people say, I'm worried about taking pictures with my kids because
right.
what if they misbehave? How are we going to get any good
right.
photos?
Right. This is a classic example of a little that she did not want her photo taken, and she was letting me know.
As you, yeah, look at that one right there.
And, you know, that's when a photographer is going to be worth their weight in gold. They're going to be able to take that little one and turn her around, you know, distract her. She's going to, you know, good photographer is going to bust out a silly game, maybe get a tickle fight going, you know, or just give her space, you know, and your photographer is going to be able to distinguish that. And so she let me know, but thankfully I was able to, you know, kind of turn her around a little bit and one of the things, some good shots.
One of the things you were telling us too is if everyone just kind of lets loose and has fun as well,
yes.
maybe some of those silly
yes.
face pictures that you see, that
yes.
can turn out well too, right?
Yes, mom and dad, you know, we're all guilty. We're all guilty of this, of just getting really stressed out, and you want the best photo that you just paid for. And I always encourage, you know, parents and kids to just loosen up, be silly, you know, break out the faces, make them
the cross-eyed,
right, right. Get the great, you know, the silly noises, the you know, the tickle fights, like I said. Don't be scared to make a fake fart noise if you have to. I mean, you know, just do whatever.
Gemma's laughing at that one.
Do whatever you need to do.
Especially if you have little boys, right? Because you know that's going to get them going.
Right.
So make sure you're having fun on that one. And this one, getting to a little bit more of the logistics on it. People want to know what they should wear to look good.
Right. My main piece of advice, this mama nailed it in this photo. She kept neutral. This photo is going to be able to sit on her wall for years to come. It's gonna be able to coordinate with her home, however her home changes. I always advise people to stay neutral, bring in pops of color with, you know, scarves, belts, shoes, headbands.
But maybe not the entire wardrobe, just pops.
Right.
Okay.
Kind of stay away from bold prints and patterns. Think layers and textures over bold prints and patterns.
Okay, and here's one, you sometimes maybe see these online, some photography faux pas. What can people look for to avoid so they don't have weird things like, I'm assuming we're talking about this pole coming out of this kid's head, right?
Yeah, that's my little guy, and I purposely placed him there to give you the example. This is what's called mergers. You see it a lot, you know, posts coming out of someone's head. You know, a beautiful fall tree is just, you know, it just looks like crazy antlers or something coming out, you know. And so yeah, just be careful of your backgrounds, you know, try to keep them calm, peaceful. Make sure there's no diaper bags or trash cans in your background, you know, that kind of thing.
And also be careful when you're editing, if you know how to edit, if you have that ability with eyes and that kind of stuff too, right? Yes.
This is a classic example. This is my youngest, and you know, we get all excited about Photoshop or whatever it might be, and
his eyes are so blue.
Right, and I want to make him pop even more, and you kind of take it to an extreme, and they get sort of like that cyborg look.
Again, intentionally done on this one.
Yes, intentionally done. You know, so just keep your edits slight, keep them natural. You want to, especially with kids, you want to keep, you know, their natural glow about them. That's what we love the most.
All right, and running out of time here, but just quickly, the final thing, because we brought these, we want to make sure we mention them. Props. What's the thing on props? They seem to be kind of trendy right now.
They are kind of trendy. My number one piece of advice is you want your props to be an accent, not the subject of your photo.
Okay.
You know, so little pieces of luggage that you guys can sit on. A great chair is a wonderful way to be able to, you know, bring up some levels in
Again, neutral too.
Absolutely neutral. A really great quilt so everybody can, you know, sit down and snuggle in. You know, chalkboards are really common right now. You know, you can write write their, their ages on the chalkboard, or a silly
or
little
the holiday it was, or whatever.
Right. Merry Christmas. I'm 2, whatever it is.
So just making sure that it stays an accent and doesn't take over the picture.
That's
right there.
it.
So
That's
great
exactly
tips from you from A Full Cup Photography. We appreciate you coming in this morning, Debbie.
You.
We're going to have more on that at IdahoOnYourSide.com. We'll link to your website so people can see examples of your work, how it should be done.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks for coming
you.
in, Debbie.